Tesseract is a suite of extensions designed to grab data from a variety of sources, but in particular the type of 3 database, and produce some output from it, in particular HTML in the front end, without having to develop specific extensions. The goal of this screencast is to highlight a few key features. As an example, let's imagine a website where we want to display a list of site editors and administrators. This means backend users. There is no way to achieve such a display in a simple way with type of 3. Using the Tesseract suite of extensions, we will achieve this result in just a couple of minutes. First of all, we create a new page called Website Administrators. We then use the Data Query extension to perform a SQL query of the local database. We want to select the real name and the email of all backend users. We can check our query with the convenient Validate Query button. It was successful. We now save and close this query and move on to the next step, which is to prepare an HTML template for the display of our backend users. This is achieved using the Template Display extension. We're going to define a very simple HTML template based on a bullet list. Inside the list, we want to loop on all backend users. Here's the loop. Inside the loop, we're going to have one list item per user. Then we use simple markers with a well-known type of 3 syntax, a triple dash, and then a special syntax inside. First we use field, which indicates that it will be a database field, a dot, and then some name like real name. Then between brackets we will want to display the email. Note that I am using the same field names as in the database, but this is not necessary. There's not more we can do for now. The next step is to bind these two components together. For this we use a Display Controller extension, which acts as a front-end plugin. We create a new content element and choose as a type Display Controller. We give it a name, and in the Data Object Type tab, we will be able to bind the two components we defined before. The template part, which is called a data consumer, because it consumes data, and the SQL query, called a data provider. After saving, we can edit our template again. It has now been set in relation with the SQL query. So if we click now on one of the field markers, we see that it was matched to the real name field that we selected from the table of backend users. There's a TypoScript configuration box below, which we don't need in this case. So actually we're going to use a type called raw text, because there's no special operation to perform. Then for the email field, it is also automatically matched to the database field because we use the same name. And here we choose the type email. This will automatically use the email address to create a link using the typo link function. We save the field configuration, and we can now close our window and view the results. There's actually nothing more to do. And here is our list of backend users. That's all it takes. We hope this short demo got you interested. There's more information on typo3-tesseract.com. Thanks for watching the screencast.